Dominican Republic Tzu Chi volunteers get ready to celebrate 20 years of footprints on this island. Malaysia Tzu Chi volunteers care for a mentally challenged care recipient, teaching him valuable life skills. Welcome to DaAi Headlines, I'm Lori Chen. Thank you for joining us. The 20th anniversary celebration for Tzu Chi Dominican Republic is well underway. The highlight of the event will be the various sign language performances detailing Tzu Chi's footprints over the past 20 years. The onstage performers will include Tzu Chi La Romana school students, teachers, local volunteers, parents, and children from the local Chinese school. It's a monumental moment in history. Tzu Chi has been in the Dominican Republic for 20 years now. They've witnessed firsthand the incredible transformation of the La Romana community. A total of 16 students from the Tzu Chi La Romana school are practicing on stage, ready to show everyone their progress. Among them is the youngest performer, 7-year-old Glenny. All the teachers are paying tribute to Tzu Chi with the uttermost gratitude and respect. Displaying 20 years of Tzu Chi's footprints of compassion, the sign language performances are the highlight of the program. The onstage performers consist of local volunteers and the local Chinese school's parents and children as well.
Raising funds for Tzu Chi by saving grocery money, we must put our compassionate givings into the bamboo coin banks because we need to help other less fortunate children.
In fact, to me, Tzu Chi represents Taiwan as Taiwanese citizen being able to integrate into the Tzu Chi family. It's really an honor.
For the Tzu Chi volunteers that have long been integrated into the society here, most of them are already over the age of 65 years old. They are the pioneers and still leading the locally certified Tzu Chi commissioners each and every day.
For the past 20 years, there have been many people that have crossed paths here. Maybe a lot of individuals, due to various reasons, have already left the Dominican Republic. However, there are still many people that are still getting to know Tzu Chi and are in the training phases. Other than Taiwanese population here, we also hope to recruit more and more local volunteers to join our ranks.
Tzu Chi Dominican Republic's 20th anniversary celebration is expected to take place in the coming days, not forgetting the initial vow of doing good deeds for all of humanity while sharing the joyfulness of the growth over the years. Staying in La Romana, Dominican Republic, the community used to be known for its garbage mountains. Tzu Chi volunteers knew that only education can bring hope for the future. Therefore, in 2000, the establishment of the Tzu Chi La Romana school came to fruition. The school started to change the fate of the community at large. In 2005, the first graduation ceremony took place, where volunteers saw an enormous transformation for the graduates. Let's look back at how far they've come. This is the first graduation ceremony for the Tzu Chi La Romana school. There were more than 40 graduates, all dressed up for the monumental occasion. The U.S. Tzu Chi volunteers especially made a trip to witness history in the making. The graduates gave speeches, deliberately choosing to speak in Mandarin. It's their way to express their gratitude toward the Tzu Chi Foundation from Taiwan. Witnessing the drastic change from them being the children scavenging in the garbage mountains for a living to now youth with unlimited potentials, the Tzu Chi volunteers were happier than even the parents, with high expectations for their futures.
Don't forget that when you have succeeded academically and when you have secured a promising career, remember to come back and give back to your community.
Okay, Union, baby.
The fact that the parents can attend the graduation ceremony of their children wasn't something that they ever thought was possible. Back in 1999, Tzu Chi volunteers first met the children in a sheet metal house. At that time, that was the only school in all of La Romana. However, only 10% of the children would go to the school. The rest of the children would be found playing and scavenging for food amongst the sky-high piles of garbage.
Let's choose another place to build a school here, with a capacity of around 100 to 200 people. Right now, they have a total of 94 students, right?
Knowing that only education can bring hope for the future. Therefore, in 2000, the school was completed. The capacity was way past the original 100 students. All the way up until now, there's a primary school, a secondary school, and adult nighttime courses. There are over 1,000 students using the knowledge that they've learned to craft their dreams. The graduation ceremony each year has become the highlight and day of immense joy for the community. On this day, the cameras are clicking away non-stop. The look of pride on each of the parents' faces are brighter than ever.
I'm very happy. I really hope that my child can continue to move forward. I'm extremely proud and joyful.
Each graduate has the potential to be their own leaders in life.
I went and got my hair done this morning. Then I took a shower and changed my clothing. Then I prepared to come to the ceremony. I finally graduated today. I'm extremely happy. This has been my goal and I have already achieved one of my life goals. For the future, I would like to become a doctor.
There are plenty of ambitions for the visible future ahead. They have truly relied on their own strength to walk out the fate of life in the garbage mountains. The Tzu Chi free clinics in Cambodia were recently successfully completed. During the 3-day venue, 50 youth volunteers from Phnom Penh came to assist with the translations. Among them, there were also university students who came from Taiwan. Recently, a special gratitude gathering was held for these youth volunteers.
During the 3-day free clinic in Takeo province, a team of youth volunteers came and assisted with the translations, both in English and Mandarin.
When I first came to Cambodia, I saw on Facebook that Tzu Chi was conducting an event over here. My dad saw the post and told me that it was Tzu Chi. As my family has always been involved in some kind of Tzu Chi activity, I thought to myself, okay, I should help out too.
For the 2 days that I was helping out at the free clinics, it was physically tiring. However, I had a joyful heart, so the hard work was all worth it.
After the free clinics, a gratitude gathering was held for the youth volunteers. Among them, You Huilian is from Taiwan, who is currently a university student in Cambodia. Her brother had invited her to volunteer with him. This was her first time participating in Tzu Chi free clinic.
I used to study at a Christian middle school. However, I am not particularly considered to be a Christian. I don't really have any religious beliefs. So even though Tzu Chi is a Buddhist organization, they welcome people from all walks of life. So there was a need for volunteers. That was why I came. I want to help those in need.
While I'm in Cambodia, I have lots of free time. I heard about the free clinic, and I was available at that time, so I decided to ask my sister to come and help out as well. You can invite 2 people to come join any Tzu Chi event. If one of them can't make it, at least the other one will still be able to come. In Cambodia, when we see a bunch of youth coming out to volunteer, that's where we see hope for the future.
When there is a platform readily available for the youth population to display their unlimited potentials on, anything is possible. The future lies in hands of the youth, capable of spreading the spirit of great love worldwide.
Turning our cameras to New Taipei City, once every 2 months, the local team heads to Ruifang to conduct free clinics. Today, we'll meet one of the patients who suffers from a rare disease. She vows to join Tzu Chi in order to reciprocate all the love and care that she had received from the volunteers.
On this rainy day, Liu Huiyi is a patient with Wilson's disease. When she saw Dr. Xu Rongyuan, who is the Deputy Superintendent of Taipei Tzu Chi Hospital, smiles have shone upon her face. This patient can only communicate with people with her smartphone, and she has to rely on her wheelchair to move around. But with the encouragement of the medical team, she has been doing therapies. Her mobility has been improved ever since.
For the past 2 years, the Tzu Chi medical team has come to visit us. Now, Huiyi wants to join Tzu Chi.
She wants to show her courage and improvements in the future. She also wanted to join Tzu Chi. All of the medical staff understand her determination.
Tima carries out free clinics at Ruifang once every 2 months. Despite the bad weather, the volunteers still come to care for the residents. Seeing the progresses of the patients, the medical team feels it is worth it. Hu Zhenqian is a volunteer from Ruifang, and this is his first free clinic experience with these doctors.
Dharma Master Zheng Yin said that suffering is where bodhisattvas carry out their cultivations, and I can really sense it from this volunteer.
The cultivation ground can be found everywhere. As love was accumulated, we can also spread out the positive energy.
Staying in New Taipei City, the Tima medical team also conducts free clinics once every 2 months in Pingxi District. One of the Tzu Chi volunteers, who's also a hairstylist, gave many elderly patients haircuts at the venue. It brought a huge smile to their faces.
The beginning of spring, Tzu Chi Tima holds its first free clinic in Pingxi District. Despite the rain, the volunteers still kept their promise to come and care for the elders. While giving the senior a haircut, Tzu Chi volunteer Ke Feng-e used to serve at the beauty salon of Taipei Tzu Chi Hospital for 3 years.
At the Taipei Tzu Chi Hospital, we mainly serve for the senior citizens. We know all the grandpas and grandmas. As we can see, doctors can treat patients' illnesses to cure their wounds. As a hairstylist, what can I do for this grandpa? And I think it's giving him a fresh look, just like what I did shaving his beard. This simple gesture can make him feel joyful.
The seniors will face health issues as they are aging. Most of them vow the best way to maintain a good health is to stay at home.
Her son encountered a car accident. At that time, he is in his 30s, plus her mother has hearing loss, so they usually communicate with sign language. We gave this family care and love. Usually she will tell her son to stay at home, but we told her that spending time outside is good for health and suggested her to let her son come out and exercise.
Tima has been conducting free clinics and home visits in the countryside. They want to deliver love and care to these seniors and the people in need. As one can see, love has no boundaries.
A pastor from the Bunong tribe started taking underprivileged indigenous children starting from 18 years ago. She started to build a shelter for the children, but she ran into financial difficulties. Fortunately, Tzu Chi volunteers were there to assist her in various ways, despite the religious differences.
These indigenous children from Zhanghua Masalu Church are dancing and singing in the DaAi drama concert. Their exciting performance has won much applause and praise. There's a supporting hand behind these children, which is Pastor Gao Qiumei. As soon as she gets home, she asks the 2 children if they had a good sleep. She has gave her room to the children and slept in the living room herself.
I have forgotten the feeling to sleep on the bed with mattress because I have been sleeping on the ground for more than 10 years. It's mainly to protect them. Some of them would sneak out at night or return home late, so they will have a curfew.
Pastor Gao has been taking in vulnerable indigenous children for 18 years. They range in age from 1 to 20. Sometimes she also shelters seniors. To provide them a better living environment, she found ways to build a new shelter but had encountered financial difficulties. Fortunately, Tzu Chi volunteers have reached out to help, and she was deeply touched.
Love transcends religious boundaries. It overcomes all obstacles. Great love should be all around us.
The executive assistant of the church, Ms. Zhang, was one such child herself. She chose to stay and help more people in need now that she has grown up.
We've cared for many children. Some of them got married and can make their own living, so they went to other places to build a family and start a new life.
The new shelter will be finished in half a year. Pastor Gao made it her mission to take care of more children in need, as well as teaching them the Tzu Chi spirit, which is to be grateful and give back when they can.
Turning our cameras to Malaysia, a Tzu Chi care recipient who suffers from mental disorders has been under the care of local volunteers. They have taken him to his doctor's visits and also brought him to do recycling. Their accompaniment has greatly helped him in learning various life skills.
No, not like that. So I told you about that. When I keep talking about this at home, my family pressured me to go on medications. No, I don't think it works. They said, those are all your fantasies. Do you know? That's funny. That's right. It was bored to sit there without anything to do. That's right. They said, don't you feel bored today? No. You talk nonsense when you're bored. Yes, that's right.
他有精神病啊，10多岁不是。
He is mentally ill and has been on medication since 10. He would often scream and go wild at times. We would try to calm him. Indeed, we dote on him.
最近好吗？
最近好是好了，只是还是这样老样子啊，都没有变到，也是这样。很多东西想，很多东西讲啊。我妹妹他们都烦啊，一直叫我吃药，叫我吃药，我又难过。我一直说自己没有病哦，他们就一直要逼我吃药哦。
你应该在环保站多一点参朋友，因为你所需要的就是要有对象可以讲话的对象。
事实上，这个比我妈妈更厉害很多，真的。
Sister Tuk Tuan is really good. Honestly, she is really good.
我妈妈不太会照顾家的。
My mother was not that good in taking care of household chores. I didn't shed a tear when she passed away. Actually, my memory of mom has faded.
也好像要忘记了咯。
Doing work at the recycling center, he was happy to help with loading and unloading, as he felt he was being valued and did not feel pressured.
我真的好喜欢他们哦。师姑，祝您永。
I really like them a lot. I wish to see sister good health. May you be beautiful forever. I will always love you. Thank you for teaching me a lot about life.
有时候走在路上，我看到那些人。
When I walk on the road sometimes, seeing the youngest talking to themselves, it really pains me. I really want to know them and give them help. It has given me hope that they will all be well one day.
Tzu Chi Klang branch invited a CEO of a local company to give a speech on promoting humanistic culture in the workplace as a way to create a positive work environment for the employees. More than 200 entrepreneurs participated in the event.
Tzu Chi Malaysia Klang invited Zheng Chu-wen, a CEO of a local company, to give a speech on how to promote Tzu Chi's humanistic culture in enterprises.
当你所做这个事没有私心，而是为很多人好的时候，你就敢去做。
Zhu Zhengwen is also a Tzu Chi volunteer. Besides promoting recycling in the company, he will also share Jingsi aphorisms with his employees.
I picked a few Jingsi aphorisms with good meanings and put them in the company for employees to see. So when they saw the Jingsi aphorisms, they will feel good about themselves. They might find directions in life through these words.
Corporate social responsibility is also an important aspect of the company. Mr. Zhu wanted to influence other enterprises to produce an overall positive impact on society.
All the sectors of the community can join us. We wanted to bring the spirit of compassionate giving to enterprises.
Many entrepreneurs wanted to know more about Tzu Chi's humanistic culture. How to promote this concept? We wanted to learn from Mr. Zhu in terms of bringing this concept into his company.
More than 200 entrepreneurs and supervisors from Selangor participated in this lecture. Everyone will have exchanged experiences and learn from one another.
Mr. Zhu set a good example for us. As entrepreneurs and leaders of the company, we are always evaluating ourselves and learning at all times.
I believe if the work environment is good, the employees will feel at peace while working. Moreover, it can bring out the best in your employees, leading them to be motivated to perform well. I really do believe in this.
This lecture encouraged many entrepreneurs to promote humanistic culture inside their company. This will help to create a positive work environment for all employees.
Staying in Malaysia, an 88-year-old Tzu Chi Kuala Lumpur care recipient lives with his sister who's mentally challenged. Due to his own injuries from an accident, he's no longer able to clean the home. Therefore, 10 volunteers were mobilized to help him clean his living environment.
The thick dirt and dust in the room needs to be cleaned for many times.
It seems that the house has not been cleaned for a long time because the elderly couple are not able to do it. Before, he did not permit us to help them clean. He usually did it by himself when he was healthy. He said he had a fall, so he can no longer do the cleanup.
After learning that Balan's house needed to be cleaned, we immediately mobilized volunteers to help him clean. We also asked male volunteers for help to clean his home and move his bed up here.
88-year-old Tzu Chi care recipient Balan lives with her younger sister. Since he is not able to clean his home due to waist pain, Tzu Chi volunteers came to help. Inspired by volunteers' long-term assistance, Balam's neighbor also joins the cleanup efforts.
With Tzu Chi volunteers' help, he feels very relieved. He is ill right now, so the volunteers will send him to the hospital. After having a health checkup, they will bring him back and give him mattress, food, and other needed supplies.
My home is very clean now. They came over to help me clean and paint. Now my home looks very beautiful. I like it very much. I also admire all of them.
Thanks to the love from volunteers, Balam and his sister can now live a more comfortable and healthier life.
Next, we'll meet a 65-year-old artist who has made various useful items out of recycled materials. Let's check out some of his creations.
This tea table is built with 4 horizontal inscribed boards like this. There's also a horizontal inscribed board. See? There are some words on it.
From the desktop to the drawer mezzanines, as well as the bottom of the table, all of the materials used are horizontal inscribed boards. As for the drawer pulls, they are made out of paper bag handles. Chen Zhongqin not only collects recyclable resources, but also makes products by himself.
There is a guest sitting there, and if it is inconvenient for me to take things, I would pull the drawer from here. If he sits here, I would pull it from the other side. You can see how convenient it is.
From finding ideas, collecting materials, to producing, Chen does all the procedures by himself. More than 20 years ago, when the government started to implement environmental policies, Chen recognized the practice, and he started to use recycled resources to make useful items. He has even invited his friends to join him.
I'm doing this because I hope everyone can do their part to promote environmental protection. This way they will believe that they can make it.
We should not buy everything because some of them may end up being discarded. Besides, they will need to be recycled after the kids play with them.
Every week, when Chen's friends have free time, they will come to the workshop. During the process of making creative recycled items, they are also increasing awareness of environmental protection.
Tzu Chi Brisbane Liaison Office had a gratitude ceremony for all the local entities that have helped out over the last 20 years. Thank you for watching. See you next time.